to Drake High School's Beaudry Field for today's 56th annual Thanksgiving Day football contest between the Rangers of Methuen and your Drake Middies. Drake leaves the Thanksgiving Day series 27-26 with 3 ties. The annual presentation of the Methuen JC's Memorial Trophy will take place on the field at the end of today's 57th anniversary game. JC's past president Dan Dodson will present the trophy to the winning team. Now please direct your attention to the end zone for this morning's senior ceremony. We'd like to welcome our parents and grandparents to today's ceremony. This morning we celebrate the accomplishments of our senior cheerleaders, football players, band members, and their families. These students have dedicated countless hours working on routines, learning plays, and practicing notes. Their collective efforts have exemplified all of the qualities of a well-rounded student, and today we recognize these efforts in front of our families, friends, teachers, and community. Congratulations to all of our seniors being celebrated this morning. We'll start the day by celebrating our senior cheerleaders and their families. Lily Brower, escorted by Mimi Jane and her brothers Braden and Jacob. Autumn Gillis, escorted by her parents Randy and Christine Gillis. Alexia Murray, escorted by her parents Tim and Kim Murray. And Jenna Williams, escorted by her parents Richard and Renee Williams. We will now celebrate our senior football players and their families. Starting with number 3, Captain Sean McGuire, escorted by Mike and Nancy McGuire. Number 24, Captain Lucas Ibargwin, escorted by Stephen and Jackie Ibargwin. Number 44, Sloan Carter, escorted by Lucky and Rajni Carter. Number 77, Captain Andrew Salois, escorted by Ann Martin and David Salois. Number 1, Patrick O'Toole, escorted by Sean and Laura O'Toole. Number 4, Kyle Cox, escorted by Bob and Kathy Cox. 8, Kyle Silva, escorted by Sue Silva and Edgar Silva. Number 30, Joe Avion, escorted by Phil Avion. Number 57, Grant Gucciardi, escorted by Sandra and Tony Gucciardi. Number 63, Michael Tusa, escorted by Laura and Mike Tusa. And number 87, Matthew Annis, escorted by Ann and Norman Annis. Please direct your attention to midfield for today's coin toss. Approaching the center of the field, leading the Drake and Middies are captains number 3, Sean McGuire, number 24, Lucas Bartley, number 44, Sloan Carter, and number 77, Andrew Salois. Drake won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Methuen Rangers will start the game with the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, performed today by our Drake High School Marching Middies.
The tee. So here we go. Can you guys hear me? All right. It's a swim kick on the ground. And that was taken by number 6. He slides all the way to the 36-yard line.
And the Rangers will start 1st and 10.
Methuen starts 1st and 10. Methuen is in shotgun, led by quarterback number 10, Connor Bryant. No gain on a pitch left.
Goes to number 9, Zach Bergeron.
To Zach Bergeron.
Hit first by number 75. That's a deal.
I think we're going to have most of this game played on the ground today. Again, Methuen comes out in shotgun with Bryant behind center. Bryant keeps it in, has a nice 8-yard gain out to the
number 10, Connor Bryant,
out to the 44-yard line of Methuen. That was what they call a zone read.
It'll be 3rd down and 2.
The quarterback actually reads
7-yard run.
Reads the inside linebacker to see if he went with that motion man, and then took it up the field himself. So we have 3rd and 2 here. And Bryant is stopped short of the 45-yard line. It'll be a 4th down by a swarm of Drake tacklers.
By a handful of middies tacklers. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Rangers.
Great defense by Drake here. It looks like Methuen's going to go for it as it's 4th and 1. Drake comes into this game with 4 wins and 6 losses and had a hot start, and well, that could be close. It looks like the spot's going to make it for a 1st down, though.
Bryant with the keeper.
And Bryant let us know by going out and pointing for a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47.
Drake is in a basic 4-3 defense with the safety walking down into the outside linebacker position and 1 safety deep. There goes Bryant on an option. Pitch to number 9, who went for 9 yards.
Bryant pitches to Bergeron.
To Bergeron for 9 yards.
Picks up 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Methuen comes out in shotgun again. Twin receivers left. Put Bergeron to the left, so it's actually trips left. Inside, fake handoff. Bryant keeps it around the right side. It goes out of bounds for a 1st down.
Bryant on the keeper on the right side, steps out of bounds. Result of the play is a Rangers 1st down.
Looks Drake is offsides. Bryant gave them a hard count, and they were not looking at the ball, and they went upfield. That mistake happens in all levels of football. You see it happening in the NFL all the time. So it's actually, it becomes a good play by the quarterback. A lot of times he'll bob his head too to see if he can draw them. Sometimes he gets called for that, but mostly he gets the defensive line to move. Okay, we have trips left. Looks like a definite passing formation, or they'll be running power to this side. So we have no gain on the play by Bergeron.
Run by Bergeron, loses a yard. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bergeron keeper up the middle for 3 yards, and this will be a 3rd down and 2 or a long 1. Yeah, 3rd and 2 where they're placing the sticks. Drake had some
penalties. Up the middle, picks up a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Ball's in the 34.
Drake had some penetration on that play, but Bryant got past that. keeper by Bryant over the right side, and he's tackled for a first down at the 30-yard line. Enough for a first down.
Bryant keeps it to the right side, out across the 30, results of the play. So Rangers first down, it'll be 1st and 10, balls in the 30.
1st and 10 for Methuen on a sustained drive. Everything's been on the ground. They haven't thrown the ball at all. Bryant breaks up the middle after a fake pitch and goes into the end zone for a 30-yard touchdown run by Methuen. So Methuen strikes first and is leading 6-0.
Takes it 30 yards. We have a flag on the play.
But there is a flag on the play. Waiting to see the indication by the referee. Looks like they're walking it back. So that nice play goes for naught. And we have an illegal formation by Methuen. So it'll be. Oh no, excuse me. That's unsportsmanlike. By Methuen must have happened after the touchdown. And look, maybe they'll be penalized on the kickoff. Apparently, they're not being penalized after for the extra point try. For the extra point for Methuen is number 64, and he's not on the roster. So number 64 is kicking for Methuen.
Touchdown stands. It was an unsportsmanlike penalty against Methuen that'll be enforced on the kickoff.
And they faked
the extra point.
They faked the extra point and
pass for the 2-point conversion.
Throw it for
in the end zone.
For a two-point conversion. The conversion is good. So Methuen now comes upfield with a 8-0 lead over Draken. Now we'll see what Draken's offense has to show for that. Let's see if they can answer that opening drive by Methuen. So they're going to be kicking off, I would say, 15 yards back from the 40 to the 25-yard line. This should help Draken with good field position, as the wind is. It's a bad day. It's a bad wind day here at Bowden Field in Draken. That's a rule I don't like. I would rather see them kick from the 40, but you have to try the extra point from the 18-yard line. Not a bad kick down to the 25-yard line. Number 13 for Draken, Dominic Silvestro, with a nice return. Now Draken will start this possession in Methuen territory, so we're really automatically in 4-down territory for Draken. Draken starts at Methuen's 48-yard line.
48, Draken will start 1st and 10 in Ranger territory.
No, I don't know who that unsportsmanlike was on, but the quarterback, Bryant, did an NFL move with getting a first down, getting up and signaling. So I don't know if it was him. He said something to the Draken players when he got to the end zone. I have no idea, but Might be a good guess. Draken is in a shotgun or a pistol formation with twin receivers right. And
There's number 24, Lucas Abargwin, on the keeper.
Lucas Abogwin on the keeper from the quarterback position, and he lost 2 yards, so it would be second and 12. Bogwin again on the keeper, running left for a gain of 2 yards. So Draken has it 3rd and 10.
Bogwin keeps it, picks up a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd down for the middies.
Incomplete pass. So now it'll be 4th and 10. Intended receiver.
Barman's pass downfield is incomplete, intended for number 3, Sean McGuire.
Intended for Sean McGuire.
That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down for Draken. It's probably right to punt the ball here. They went three and out. They didn't really gain anything, and they can pin Methuen deep and try to keep them, make them work their way up the field. That didn't work out as planned. Drake had that was a 14-yard punt down to the 36-yard line. So Methuen starts in decent field position and better than they probably could expect.
Punt on 4th down is down the 36-yard line. Rangers take over 1st and 10 from their own 36.
So Bryant back under in shotgun. Fakes the pitch, runs right, and is tackled for a 3-yard gain. Apparently, the way the quarterback is the center point usually of any offense, but he keeps the ball most of the time.
4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And we have quads to the left and tight end to the left, so it looks like a power formation. They're looking in for the play, the Methuen players. Oh, the first pass of the game by Methuen. Throw downfield by Brian is incomplete.
Pass downfield falls incomplete.
There was some bumping downfield, but I guess the official thought it was incidental bumping, so here we go to 3rd and 7. First pass by Methuen today. Brian showed off a powerful arm in these wind conditions. Overthrew his receiver. And that's completed to number 3. Well, I don't have his name on the roster, but he took it all the way to the end zone for another Methuen score. as Methuen will line up to kick the extra point. We'll see if they
Pass downfield is complete. That was number 3, Michael Palmer. He'll take it in.
if they
for
go
the
for
Ranger
2
touchdown.
here. It doesn't look like they're going to kick for the extra point. Well, they might. And the cook is good.
Extra point is up.
So with
And
4:20
it's
left in the first quarter,
Your score here at Beaudry Field with
Methuen
4:20
15,
remaining.
Drake at
The first
0.
quarter, Methuen Rangers 15, Drake and Middies 0.
All the running Methuen did in the first drive paid off in that touchdown, as the Drake defensive backs was starting to creep in, looking for the run. They faked the run, brought them even closer, and they had 2 receivers beyond the defense. So now Drake has a hole to climb out of. Let's see how they do. As Methuen kicks off.
Kickoff return by number 13, Dom Silvestro.
Don Silvestro on the return for a
5,
20-yard return, basically up to the Drake at 28-yard line, where Drake
Middies
will start.
First and 10. Ball will be on the 28-yard line.
Drake it in shotgun again with Lucas Abagwin as quarterback. It's a keeper, and he is swamped for either no gain or a 1-yard loss.
Abagwin keeps it, taken down at the line. It'll be second down and 10.
Abagwin in shotgun, back to pass, looking downfield, decides to pull it down and run. And is in trouble. Completes it to number 11.
Abagwin's pass is complete to number
Michael
44,
Susi.
Sloan Carter. The runs across midfield. Boys taken down. The result of the play is a Middies first down.
Drake gets first down of the game, and that was all accomplished by the quarterback, Abagwin. He bought a lot of time, was in trouble, and then found the receiver and hit him with it. And he brought it down for a 20, 30-yard gain down to the in Methuen territory at the 47-yard line. Power sweep right by Abagwin. He's got an open field.
Abagwin keeps it. Takes it
And
down the
he's
right
pushed
side.
out of bounds
Knocked out of bounds to the 10-yard
at the
line.
10-yard line.
Result
A
of the play is
27-yard
another
run.
Middies
37-yard
first down.
Nice run by the quarterback. Drake had caved the left side of the Methuen defense in, and the quarterback, Abagwin, was untouched. Didn't have to break any tackles, untouched all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now Drake is, I believe, is first and goal at the 10 or at the 9. Sloan Carter on the carry for
Run
2
by number
yards.
44, Sloan Carter. Picks up a couple yards, it'll still be 2nd and goal.
Bogwin in pistol. Looks like Methuen jumped.
Flag before the snap was false start. Offsides on the defense.
The ball goes down to the 3-yard line where Drake will have a 2nd and 3.
Half the distance to the goal.
Or the 4.
2nd and goal, ball's just inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, intercepted.
Marvin's pass is tipped. Ball's incomplete.
So we have third and goal from the 4-yard line, 4 or 5-yard line. Bogwin on the keeper, goes in for the touchdown.
Bogwin keeps it. They'll take it in for the Middies touchdown.
So Drake answers that last Methuen drive with one of their own, going 72 yards, and with the final run by Bogwin for the touchdown. Drake will line up for. Looks like they'll line up to go for 2 here. Drake is in this odd formation where they had the center and 10 yards to the left is his lineman, 10 yards to the right is his lineman, with the Bog was straight behind center with and
Bogwin's pass for a 2-point conversion is complete.
2-point conversion is complete, and it's good. Too many men on the field by Methuen, I believe. I'm looking at the call by the I'm trying to get the call from the referee. Oh, lineman downfield for Drake.
Flag was for an ineligible man downfield. They'll retry the conversion.
So as we retry the conversion, snap to Bogwin, he rolls to his right, looking down in the end zone, and he's got him. Touchdown. Actually, no, extra point. The try is good.
To number 3, Sean McGuire.
Sean McGuire on the reception for the 2-point conversion. And there's another flag on the play. Watching the referee now try to sort all this out. illegal receiver downfield again on Drake. I think what's happening here is they're looking at the it's not an interior lineman going down. It might be an 80s number going down. They're being closed. They're not at the end.
Ineligible man downfield. That'll back him
I
up
think
again.
Drake has got to
They'll
figure
try
out
the
this extra
conversion.
point or this formation they're doing, because it doesn't seem that the kids understand who can go downfield and who can't. They're back in more of a typical formation for them. Wow, it's still going. He's got. And the try is no good. So the teams will come upfield, we think, is no good. We'll come upfield with Drake scoring and answering a Methuen drive, and now the score is Methuen Rangers 15, Drake at Middies 6.
Methuen Rangers 15, your Drake at Middies 6.
As Drake prepares to kick off, it's a low kick. Methuen will start in very good field position at basically their own 39-yard line.
Kickoff returned out to the 39. Rangers will start first and 10.
Methuen starts first and 10 from his own 39. See if we can get a defensive stop here from Drake. On the first drive, they had him on a 4th down, and Methuen went for it on 4th down, and they converted and then went in to score. So if Drake can hold them on 1st and 2nd down, they have an opportunity to stop them. Although the player Bryant, the quarterback, is pretty dynamic player for Methuen, so he's going to be tough to stop, and he keeps the ball the majority of the time. It's basically a zone read, and he's reading the inside linebacker. But for the most part, I'm not sure how much he's reading. That kid's not handing the ball off. He's running most of the time.
Picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup by Bryant, so it's 2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line. Again, quarterback keeper. This is a straight keeper, and he breaks it out and then gets hammered at the 47-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down.
Bryant again with the keeper, picks up a couple yards. Hit by number 8, Kyle Silva.
Kyle Silva delivering that hit
for the Rangers.
Setting up a power formation right, and that's what Bryant runs. He runs right, they collapse it, and he goes for the 1st down out to the into
Bryant with
Draker
the keeper on the
territory
right
at the
side.
46-yard line.
And the result of the play is a Rangers first down. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here at Beaudry Field. Your score after one, Methuen Rangers 15, your Drake Middies 6.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score of Methuen Rangers 15, Drake at 6. Drake needs a defensive stand here. It's pretty obvious what Methuen's doing. They're not really involving a lot of people in their offense. They threw two balls over the first quarter. One was incomplete, one was complete for a touchdown. But I say 90% of the time, the quarterback Bryant is running the ball. We'll see if Drake can adjust and kind of ignore some of the stuff he's doing as far as faking handoff, faking pitches, because 9 out of 10 times the kid's keeping the ball. I'm not sure how this wind affects either team because it seems to be a wind that's going across the field. So I'm not sure the wind is, I don't think it's that much of a factor for either team. It is blowing pretty hard though. So Methuen's in kind of like a power formation right. And under these things, they'll either run an option right or the quarterback will keep right. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, they pitch it right. And it's a loss of 3 yards in the play.
Run by number 4, Kareem Coleman.
Coleman on the carry fell down. Didn't have a chance to plant. So it's a loss of 3.
13.
Second and 13. This is the opportunity Drake's defense needed because it makes Methuen a little one-dimensional when you start getting to higher yardages. They're setting their strong side to the. No, they're on trips left with the offset back to the left, and they're setting up their power formation. They run a screen for a first down, out of bounds at the Drake at 20.
Pass is complete to number 9.
27-yard line.
Zachary Bergeron knocked out of bounds, but not after a Rangers first down.
A lot of these plays are available because Bryant has the ball so often, and Drake went on an all-out pass rush, and it made it for it made it for an easy completion and large gain. Bryant on the keeper again. Didn't go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard down to the 26. And so it'll be 2nd and 9. Drake is having good situations now with down and distance, but they just have to finish the job.
It'll be 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Rangers.
They're in a power set right. Look, bringing motion back, setting, and he'll be in that play. Will be coming back. Pitch to number 9, Bergeron. And that play went nowhere, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
Run up the middle, hit at the line. Hit first. Looks like that was number 44, Sloan Carter.
Methuen in shotgun. Throw downfield was open, but was overthrown.
Pass downfield falls incomplete.
So the pass falls incomplete. And Coleman, got up. It's like these guys are watching a lot of NFL games, pointing to the defensive back for some type of hold. And so now Methuen has a 4th down play. Back to pass. Down the middle. Intercepted. That was a great play by the Drake defense.
4th down pass is intercepted.
The safety was reading Bryant all the way. He threw right into coverage. Nice defensive call by Drake.
Cox on the interception.
Kyle Cox on the interception. Good for him. Last game as a senior, gets a pick in the Thanksgiving Day game.
Biddies will take over 1st and 10 after the interception.
1st and 10, Drake it on their own 15-yard line.
Handoff goes to number 44, Sloan Carter.
Sloan Carter on the keeper.
On the handoff. Side across the 40, taken down at the 45. Result of the play is a middies 1st down.
Nice play by Drake. Well blocked. Sloan Carter showed some speed on his break, and he got the ball from their 10 all the way out to the 45-yard line. Drake is starting to compete in this game. Timeout by Drake.
And we have a timeout taken.
Apparently, it looks like Drake has answered those 2 early scores by Methuen with a defensive stop, and some opportunity run. Very opportunist by the Drake offense. Very good blocking downfield as the running back Sloan Carter was reading his blocks downfield. The wide receivers blocked very well, which is why you get large gains downfield. Once you get past the initial line surge and the line blocking, wide receiver blocking is crucial for long runs like that. So let's see what Drake has.
Bartman's pass falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Run by number 44, Sloan Carter.
Sloan Carter on the carry for no gain.
It'll be 3rd down.
So we have 3rd down and 10 for Drake. I think Drake would go for it if they could get it within the 4th and 5 or something along those lines. But I think if they don't make it here and they have a long down and distance, I believe that they'll punt the ball. Drake has trip receivers to the right. Methuen showing blitz. See if linebacker goes back in coverage. Linebacker does come. Long throw downfield, incomplete.
Pass downfield falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Middies.
So it's 4th and 10. It looks like Drake will be punting. But Drake did a nice job getting the ball out from under their own goalposts after that turnover by Methuen, and they're punting into plus territory now. So it's not all bad. This was a huge field position swing. Punt fair caught down to the 25-yard line when Methuen will start 1st and 10.
Punt is fair caught at the 25-yard line. Methuen will start 1st and 10 from their own 25.
Methuen 1st and 10. Brian under center, not under center in shotgun. I shouldn't say that because no one goes under center anymore. Gain of about 5 yards.
Run by number 3, Michael Farmer.
Michael Farmer on the option pitch from Bryant. Methuen brings motion both ways. They wheel the motion man back behind the quarterback, and then they run an option play. They've been running that type of motion all day. Fake handoff by the quarterback, and it looks like he pounds for a 1st down. That was a strong run by Bryant as he lowered his shoulders and his head, and he went forward for about 6 yards.
It'll be 1st and 10. Ball's on the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 for Methuen on their own 37.
This Brian and the keeper taken down across midfield. Result of the play is another Rangers 1st down.
Bryant on the keeper for another 1st down. It appears that he's their power back. The power back is their quarterback. And again, he fakes, carries right. And it's another 1st down carry by the quarterback, Bryant.
Bryant keeps it to the right side, knocked out of bounds. Result of the play is another Rangers 1st down.
How many carries has he had? Do you have a number? 15 already, right? Bryant has already run the ball 15 times for 105 yards in the 1st half. Again, he fakes the handoff left, straight arms and goes out of bounds with a 1-yard gain.
Bryant keeps to the right side, knocked out of bounds for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
So again, Methuen comes out and trips left. Motion left. Swing pass out to the left, and that is caught. And Bergeron, the running back, slipped and fell, so it's a 4-yard loss. Oh, now they're calling it incomplete.
That's called incomplete.
So now we have a 3rd and 10 from the Drake 35-yard line. Again, I think Methuen Wheel will be in 4-down territory. I don't think they want to punt in this. First of all, I think they trust their defense, and secondly, they don't have they have a lot of trust in their quarterback. They put a bunch set out to the left. Oh, and there's a pick.
Pass is intercepted
By number 3, Sean McGuire.
for a touchdown.
It takes it back for a Drake touchdown.
That was number 8, Kyle Silva, jumping the route. Takes it back
That
for
was
6.
Kyle Silva on the touchdown, but the flag at the 30-yard line, and the officials are discussing it. So we'll see.
Waiting to see the flag.
Personal foul on both teams. Unsportsmanlike conduct. And the touchdown is good.
Touchdown stands.
So we have unsportsmanlike on both teams. Drake is trying that formation again that they were successful in two two-point conversions, but they were called for ineligible receiver downfield, which means one of the 2 inside guys had to release downfield. And there was snaps to the right.
2-point conversion attempt is no good.
Is no good.
But after the 63-yard interception return for a touchdown, your score here at Beaudry Field with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Methuen Rangers 15, your Drake Middies 12.
So it's 15-12. Drake scored on defense, which is great. They've already had two turnovers on Methuen. So let's see what the Methuen coaches devise on offense this time. I'm thinking that they're going to try to pound the ball. The ball's not going in the air. Because in high school football, 3 things can happen when they throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad. One is an interception, another is a sack, and then the good thing that can happen is a completion. But it's at this age of kids, they're not as sophisticated, and sometimes they just don't, They don't look off defenders when they're throwing, and if you rely on the throwing on the passing game, then it may be a problem for you down the road. Kicking off looks like from the 45 of Methuen is number 44.
They'll enforce the penalty.
Shane Carter. So that was on Methuen
from the 45.
This is something. Would you we running into this situation when I was coaching? We always thought about onside kicking here. See if Drake does it. Yeah, kind of. See if they can get the ball on the ground. And yeah, I would do that. That's a good idea because
onside kick is recovered.
So they recovered it, and they're still in at their own 29-yard line.
And they'll start 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 28.
It looks like to me through this game a little bit that Methuen's a little. They're not as disciplined as Drake. They've already had unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and I noticed them talking to the referees, the kids. Something you got to put as coaches. Your responsibility of the kids to not, for them not to be like that. So it's up to the Methuen coaches to do something about that. Well, fake pitch. Keep Brian on the keeper.
That was Brian on the run.
And he was
Hit
slammed
hard
down
by number 75. And that's a deal.
Well, he paid for that run. Every time every time he fakes, he keeps. So he could be played for that. Oh, he hands it off to Bergeron, who's out in the open field, who brings it down to Drake's 40-yard line.
Run by number 9, Zachary Bergeron. Taking across midfield.
I believe he handed it off.
Down.
He hasn't all game.
Result of the play is a Rangers first down.
So Brian hands the ball
Bergeron with the run,
to
picks up a couple
Bergeron.
yards.
Picked up 2 yards.
Taking down at the 40.
On his last carry, he took a pretty hard hit. Maybe he's trying to recover from that hit.
And it'll be second
because
down
he hasn't handed
8.
the ball much off all game, and now it's 2 in a row. Now, I don't know how Methuen calls their plays. I don't know if it's a designed run by the quarterback or if it's a read option. There's the fake, and he's coming back, and there's nothing there for him. So it'll be 3rd and 8.
Brian keeps it. Slips and loses a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
So we have 3rd and 8, 3rd and 8.5, 3rd and 9. Maybe we'll see that screen again. That's been pretty successful. Although they tried to throw the screen in the last play, and it was a pick 6 for Drake. So, and they're bringing trips out to the right, and there's the handoff. It's going to fake back and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So we're going to have a 4th and 2 for Methuen. And I would think they would go for it this time.
Run to the right side.
They'll go for it again, I should say.
Knocked out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. And 3.
Run by Brian up the middle for a 1st down. Lowered his shoulder, powered his way. He's the power
Brian
back.
keeps it. Take it down to 30, which is enough for a Rangers 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Methuen at Drake's 30-yard line. This game became suddenly close with the interception on the last series from Methuen. It's now 15-12. Now we're talking a 1-score game. Drake needs to dig in here on defense. Fake pitch. Brian brings it back and is met by 3 or 4 middies. He's done that 3 or 4 times with that fake pitch play, and Drake finally stayed home on that side.
Picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
We have 2:51 left in the first half. Drake gets the kickoff in the second half as Methuen won the toss and took the ball. So now we have 3rd down and 3. Very makeable situation.
Brian keeps it over the 25 before he's taken down. It'll be 3rd down.
Drake needs to come up with a couple defensive plays here because Methuen will go for it, obviously, on 4th down. They won't be trying a field goal. Not with this wind condition here at Beaudry Field. Fake handoff. And he looks like he got it the 1st down. He had to get over the 20-yard line, and he did for a 1st down. And like I said, this kid is their power back.
Brian keeps it. Picks up enough for a Rangers first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball's on the 19-yard line.
That time he handed off to Bergeron for actually
Run by number 9.
With no gain in the play.
Zachary Bergeron.
So we have a minute 26 left in the first half.
It'll be 2nd down.
Now the clock becomes the enemy of Methuen as they try to get this in.
Calling no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
They seem to be taking their time. Fake handoff, run by the quarterback, keeper by Bergeron, and with no gain.
Bryant keeps it.
And basically now we're in a
not much there.
We're in a 3rd and 10.
And we have a timeout taken.
Timeout taken by Methuen.
By the offense.
Hey guys, show the folks at home the flag if you would. How it's blowing hard. It could affect the throwing from here. Keeper by Bergeron. Looks like
Bryant
he may
inside the 10.
He may have the first down.
Before he's taken down.
As the clock stops and now it's running again. 49 seconds left in the first half.
Results of the play is a Ranger first down.
1st and goal for Methuen as they kind of they don't they take their time coming to the line. They've already lost about 12 seconds right there. Fake handoff by Bryant, and he goes into the end zone with 30 seconds
Bryant
left in the half.
Keeps it to the right side, and he's in for the touchdown.
So we'll be lining up to either kick the extra point or go for 2. It looks like they're going for it where they're placing the ball in the far left hash. Draker calls timeout. Good call by the coach. He was sending people in and out, you know, as to what Methuen was personnel were putting on offense. And time to get the kids together and communicate what they want. So keeper by, and the try is good. Keeper by Ryan. I've said that at least
Ryan,
20
the two-point
times.
conversion attempt is in the end zone for 2.
Well, he's a good-sized kid. He's
And
195
your score here,
pounds,
Louisville
5'11",
Field with
195,
29 seconds remaining in the
he's
second quarter.
he's their power runner.
Methuen Rangers 23 or Drake and Middies 12.
And they set up on that far hash and ran the ball to the short side of the field. Drake had had put a lot of people, not a lot, but to the strong side of the field, and Methuen ran back at them. So Methuen will kick off. We'll see if they'll kick off or they'll squib it down there. Drake will have an opportunity to throw the ball downfield for 30 seconds is a lot of time. But they'll have an opportunity to throw the ball and see if they can sneak one in. The score right now is Methuen 23 and Drake at 12. They kick it off.
Kickoff return by number 44, Sloan Carter.
Sloan Carter on the return. A nice return down to their own 45. So there's opportunities here.
Drake will be first and 10.
For Drake to throw the ball.
With just under 23 seconds left in the first half.
Drake is in a trips left.
Pass to the left side falls incomplete.
Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Handoff goes to
and that'll be it for Drake.
On
this, Drake will let it run out as they get the ball back in the second half.
Looks like that'll end the
please
half
join
here.
us after the halftime.
After the first half of play, Methuen Rangers 23 or Drake and Middies 12.
And the score at the end of the first half is Methuen 23 and Drake at 12.
Do you know what a hero really is? you must not be afraid, for there is only one choice. Embrace the power that has been given to you. The heart of a hero reaches out to his fellow man. Compassion, love, and sacrifice are all integral parts of the heart of a hero. Heroes possess strength of body and mind. Heroes come in many forms. We all possess heroic qualities, but you must journey inward. Discover your own power and use that power for the good of mankind. What type of hero will you rise to be?
Please direct your attention to midfield. We'll now celebrate our senior band members and their families. Start with Dylan Lucier, accompanied by Stephanie Ide and Mark Lucier. Next we have Aaliyah Khatib, accompanied by Laura Khatib and Ali Khatib. Next we have Simon Bowler, accompanied by Ann Bowler. Next we have Mary Beth Safoff, accompanied by Pamela Murphy and Greg Murphy. And finally we have Andrea Atta, accompanied by Tony and Experience Atta. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one great big round of applause for our Drake High School senior band members. Kickoff return to the left side, knocked out of bounds.
Nice run by.
Frogman run to the right side, knocked out of bounds. We have a flag on the play.
Nice run outside by Lucas Ibagan. And there's a flag on the play. And this play's coming back. Looks like a holding call against Draken. Not the way to start the second half, fellas. Let's get going. Ball is marked back all the way to the personal foul. All the way to the Draken is backed up all the way to Draken is backed up all the way to its own own 10-yard line. Ibagan scrambling around, throws downfield, and it is complete.
Bogman's pass downfield is complete. But we have a flag on the play.
There's another flag on the play. And that completion was for a first down. So this is an important call. Drake seems all the way to be walking backwards. Illegal motion on Drake. Boy, that canceled a big play and that would have got Drake out of hot water.
Penalty was an illegal motion on the offense. That'll back him up.
Well, Drake is backed up. It's still first down, and they're backed up on their own 5-yard line. That play would have got them out past the 30 for a first down. Bogwood back in shotgun. Surveying the defense. Rolls to his right, back to pass. Fires downfield, and it is intercepted.
Bartman's pass is in. And the Rangers will take over 1st and 10 after the interception.
Methuen has the ball on the Drake 20-yard line. Brian in a quarterback. Fakes the handoff, runs over the left side and picks up about 6 yards. The Drake bench is signaling a fumble. Still put Methuen's ball on their own 15-yard line. On Drake's 15-yard line, excuse me. So Brian is back in shotgun with 2 backs to his left. This is Methuen's power set. It would be a straight quarterback run left or right. And he's close to a first down with a 5-yard gain with a sweep right. That was almost like a counter trailer where those backs, you know,
right,
he took the step to the right, the left, and then went right.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Rangers.
3rd one for Methuen. Snap is to Brian, and he is pushing ahead into the end zone for a Methuen touchdown. The wind really has picked up here at Beaudry Field.
Bryant keeps it, and he takes it in for the touchdown.
Methuen's lining up to kick the extra point. That is good. The score coming upfield is the Methuen Rangers 30 and Drake at 12.
With 9:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter, Methuen 30, your Drake Middies 12.
It's been a tough 5 minutes for Drake. They gave up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with 30 seconds to go in the first half, and now after this turnover, Methuen went and promptly put it in the end zone. So it went from a 15-12 close game to a 30-12. It's starting to move in the wrong direction here, folks. comes back upfield. Methuen will be kicking off to Drake it. And the ball is run back to the 35-yard line.
Kickoff returned out past the 30, knocked out of bounds. Middies will start 1st and 10, balls on the 35-yard line. I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Drake High School cheerleaders who this past weeks captured their 14th straight state championship.
All right, Drake it here. Coming out in shotgun. Ball is complete.
Barkman's pass is complete.
To Sloan Carter.
To number 44, Sloan Carter.
For a 6-yard gain out to the 41.
Picks up 6, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Look, that's a
the
tough.
Middies, balls on the 41.
That's a tough catch. The ball, when the ball gets floated up like that, this wind is really howling, and tough catch by Carter. That's tough running by 44 Carter, and that's for a 1st down.
Handoff goes to number 44, Sloan Carter. Carries a couple of tacklers ahead. Result of the play is a Middies 1st down.
Ball given to Carter over the left side for a modest 2-yard gain.
Run up the middle by number 44, Sloan Carter. It'll be 2nd down for the Middies. Balls across midfield on the 48.
Incomplete. Nice effort by the quarterback, and the receiver coming back to the quarterback for the ball.
Barkman's pass falls incomplete.
But now we have a 3rd and 8. I think Drake it is in 4 down.
It'll make a 3rd down for the Middies.
With the score of the game and the way things are going for them now, I think they're in 4 down. They have to be thinking about picking up 5 or 6 yards and then going for it on 4th down. Get into a manageable situation. That ball is complete.
Barkman's pass is tipped, but it's complete to number 2, J.C. Santiago. Result of the play is a Middies 1st down.
Fortunate play for Drake. The ball was tipped by Methuen, caught by Drake. So a nice little 1st down for Drake on there. They're into Methuen territory at the Methuen 30-yard line. Keeper by the quarterback over the right side, gets pushed out of bounds for a 9-yard gain.
To the right side before he's knocked out of bounds. and 3 for the middies.
Sweep right. First down, Drake it.
Bargwin keeps it to the right side before he's knocked out of bounds. Result of the play is a middies first down.
Sloan Carter's back in the game. And he gets the ball at the right side, breaks up the middle, spins, keeps going, drives it down to the 1 yard line.
Sloan Carter takes it inside the 5 before he's knocked down. Result of the play is another middies first down.
So it's first and goal at the 3 yard line. Quarterback keeper in the end zone for a touchdown, Drake it.
Bargwin keeps it.
Nice answer to their
And
last
he's in
drive.
for the touchdown.
I would think Drake it would be going for 2 here. And that's a 2-point conversion for Drake it.
2-point conversion is
Now-
good.
Now we have a 10-point spread.
Bargwin's pass is complete
Bargwin's pass to is
to
complete.
number 3, Sean McGuire,
Is
for
the
2-point conversion.
is complete to McGuire for the
And
2-point
your
conversion.
score here at Beaudry Field with 6:35 remaining in the third quarter.
Hanging in there. Drake is hanging in there.
Doing Rangers 30, your Drake and Middies 20.
Drake it needs to have an answer for quarterback Brian on this next possession. Carter kicks off. Ball is on the ground. There's a fumble.
Kickoff is fumbled.
That looks like Drake it has it. Turnover. Third turnover for Methuen in this game. Drake it has the opportunity to go right back down the field and make this game competitive.
Now for the fumbled kickoff, the Middies will have the ball first and 10 on the 31.
Incomplete pass.
Bargwin's pass is incomplete.
officials decide whether he was in the grass, whether the whistle blew, or whether that was intentional grounding. Let's see if they throw a flag. Yeah, they threw the flag.
The flag is going to be for intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding, lost it down. What are they going back from that spot for? Not understanding how they lost 35 yards on that play. Drake, it is a second and about 30. Maybe 40.
Bargwin keeps it.
Great run.
Gains back the penalty yardage and more. Third down of the long run by Bargwin.
But now we have a third and manageable 3rd and 7. Other than and it's the quarterback sweep to the right. He's got a lane, he turns it upfield.
Bargwin keeps it. Down the right side. He's knocked out of bounds.
It looks like we have a personal foul on Methuen for
multiple flags on the play.
For grabbing the face mask. It should be Drake at half the distance to the goal down at the 7-yard line. Drake, it should be 1st and goal after this is marked off. Let's go, fellas. It was a personal foul. Just mark it off. Let's go.
Mike said that we can barely hear you in the band.
Excuse me?
Mike said that we can barely hear you in the band.
Okay. Is that better? All right, now we have the referee. The referees are really confused over this call. They're marking the ball back. There's a face mask on Drake
Penalty flag was for a face mask on the offense.
and personal foul on Methuen. They're going to mark 15 down and 15 back, so we're going to have a first down for Drake at the 15-yard line. I clearly saw the quarterback's face mask was grabbed going out of bounds, and I'm not sure where the referees came up with this one.
Looked like there was another penalty on the defense. Result of the play is going to be a first down for the middies.
So we have a
Keeps it.
for a three. Quarterback keeps it for about a 3-yard run or a 4-yard run. So it'll be a 2nd and 6 at
6 on 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the middies. Ball's on the 11.
On the Methuen 11-yard line.
Methuen keeps it. I think someone missed, knocked out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Ball is down to the Methuen 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Drake.
Methuen keeps it.
Toboggan over the right side and goes in for the touchdown. I'm looking for any penalty markers, and there are none. Touchdown, Drake. The score now before the extra point try is the Methuen Rangers 30, the Drake Middies 26, and Drake will line up for 2. And the try is good. Coming back upfield for the kickoff. The score is Methuen 30 and Drake at 28.
And your score here at Beaudry Field with 3:54 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Methuen 30, your Drake at Middies 28.
What a startling turnaround in this game. Drake was down 30 to 12 a few minutes ago. They drove the field, got a touchdown, and got an important turnover on the kickoff. Turnovers is what actually has kept Drake propelled in this game, as they have intercepted. They have intercepted the quarterback Bryant twice, and one for a pick six, and the other is that they recovered the fumble on the kickoff. So let's see how the fourth quarter plays out. Now we have suddenly a close game. And I think what I think is going to happen is the Methuen coaches are going to put the game squarely on Bryant's shoulders. We have
Kickoff returned across the 45.
Drake player is down on the far sidelines. He's making his way to the Drake bench. So Methuen gets the ball on the 49 of Drake. Great field position, and let's see what they do with it now. When this offense left the field, it had a 30-12 lead. They went into a power formation, ran Bryant up the middle.
Stop at the line.
Drake handled that play very well. This is starting to become a chippy, physical game,
No gain in the play.
which is usually the case when rivals hit each other for 3 quarters. Methuen ran that play. They've been running all game with faking the handoff to Bergeron and Bryant going the other way with it.
Loses 2 yards on the run. It'll be 3rd and 12.
3 Drake middies were waiting for him as he came to the line of scrimmage. Drake
3rd and 11.
is fired up right now. That's an illegal procedure. Methuen.
False start on the offense. That'll back him up 5 yards.
And now it goes from a 3rd and 12 to a 3rd and 17. Last time they were in this situation, they tried to throw deep, and it was picked off by Drake. Great job by Drake. It is now going to be a 4th and 12. Brian keeps it for 7 yards, or 5 yards. Methuen here is going to punt for the first time in the game.
Earns back some of the penalty yards, which will bring up a long 4th down for the Rangers.
Turn into a ball game. Oh, Drake is getting very physical. They're fired up. Methuen back to punt. Nice kick. Punted away. Call a fair catch. And now turn around.
Fumble on the punt.
The punt is fumbled and Methuen is recovered on the Drake 20-yard line. Or 15-yard line. See what Drake can do on defense because all the momentum was their way. Carried by Bryant over the right side for a good
Bryant's on the keeper.
a 7-yard gain. It'll be
Picks up 7. It'll be second down and 3.
2nd and 3 from the Drake 7-yard line. Again, Methuen's in their power formation. They sometimes do a common trail look out of it. There it is right there. And Drake is there to meet him. So it's going to be third and about 1.
Picks up a couple.
What they do is they put 2 backs to the left of the quarterback. They both step left, and then they go right, and they're lead blocking into the hole. The quarterback delays for that amount of time to get to the hole. Timeout was called in the field. The refs didn't indicate who. So they gave him a first down. They gave Methuen a first down. They must have had enough forward progress. So now we're 1st and goal at the 5. We have a defining moment in this game, folks. So 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Methuen is in that power formation.
After the timeout.
And Bryant runs right behind them. And he's down to about the 1-yard line, gain of 4.
Picks up a couple, taken down shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And he got stopped and did not get, he got in. Touchdown Methuen.
Bryant keeps it, leaps over the pile. And he's in for the touchdown.
And Methuen will be trying to kick the extra point here. This is a big kick as it puts Methuen up by 9 if it's successful. That looks like it's no good.
The extra point is up, and it's no good.
So now we're down to
a score here at Beaudry Field with 43 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Methuen 36, your Drake Middies 28.
So the score is with 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Methuen Rangers 36, Drake at 28. Now that was an important miss because now Drake can tie the game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they are within 1 score of Methuen.
Kickoff return by number 13, Dom Silvestro.
John Silvestro on the return
across the 25
to the Drake to their own 25, 26-yard line.
Drake will start 1st and 10.
Drake just ran a play over the right side, over the
Couple
left
yards to
side.
run, it'll be second down and 8.
So it'll be 2nd and 8. Fumble. The snap is fumbled. There's a big pile. See where.
Fumble on the snap.
See who has the ball. This could be a huge turnover. So it stays second. It stays 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down now with Drake backed up way in its own territory.
Fumble was recovered by the offense, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter here at Beaudry Field. Your score after 3. Methuen Rangers 36, your Drake at Middies 28.
So we're at the end of the 3rd quarter with the score of Methuen 36 and Drake at 28. This has become a very interesting game. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 21 to go. And the quarterback is sacked back at his own 1-yard line.
Bogman's taken down in the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th and long.
So Drake will be punting here out of their own end zone. Oh, what a great kick. A 67-yard kick out of his own end zone.
All the way back at the 32-yard line.
67, 68-yard kick. I guess the wind helped. You know, kids are usually taught to catch the ball. Don't let it bounce like that. And so when that happens, when the ball bounces, it's an advantage to the kicking team. Drake got out of a major problem. Now we'll see what Methuen will do on offense, but if I'm Methuen, I'm expecting the ball at midfield or closer.
Bryant on the keeper.
Bryant on the keeper for about 6 yards, and he was smacked. Took a big hit in that gain of 5-6 yards.
Picks up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. By number 9, Zachary Bergeron, to the left side, down the sideline.
And the quarterback is talking to the Drake sideline.
Chase down and taken down, but not after a Rangers first down.
I'd like to see that play again. It looked to me like there was a hold on the outside, but
Bergeron keeps it. Bryant keeps it.
Brian keeps it for no gain or even maybe a loss or a half of a yard.
Backfield by a handful of Minis tacklers.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 and a half, a 10.
And it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rangers.
And apparently there's a penalty on Drake here. There's a face mask call on Drake. Personal foul.
Back in the play was a personal foul, face mask call on the defense.
So 1st and 5 for Methuen. The quarterback is on the run again. Runs it over the left side, and he's stacked up at the he managed to squeeze out of that, and he's got a first down run down to the
Run goes to the
3-yard
inside.
line.
Results will play as a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Rangers.
Methuen with the 1st and goal down to the 1-yard line. Looks like they're in a power set. They'll be touchdown.
Bryant on the keeper. Takes it in for the touchdown.
And apparently Methuen is going for 2 here.
And conversion attempt goes back to pass. 2-point conversion attempt.
Try is no good. Drake at defense did a nice job on that play.
Field with 8:47 remaining in the 4th quarter. Methuen 42, your Drake at Middies 28. Puck return to the 30-yard line.
The ball was returned to the 30-yard line. Draco will take over. Injured on the play for Draco is number 44, Sloan Carter. Interference.
That downfield ball's incomplete, but we have a flag on the play.
It looks like it's an interference call on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
Pass interference on the defense. Be a 15-yard penalty, which will result in a middies first down.
Now, if that was the NFL, folks, Draco would have the ball on the 30-yard line, but it's fairer to have just a yard mark off on interference. So. Drake's been coming back this whole game. We'll see if they can do it again and make it more of a ball game.
Barkman scrambles, runs out of bounds.
Basically a loss of about a yard after that long scramble.
Loses
So
a
it's
yard, it'll be 2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11 for Drake.
Run by number 8, Kyle Silva.
Kyle Silver on the carry. Picked up a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Picks up a yard, but it'll be 3rd and 10. We have a timeout taken by the defense. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sale on food at the Snack Shack. I believe it's half off on cooked food at the Snack Shack.
Who's going home to eat after this?
The 70 points scored today tie a series record. The all-time record for points in a game on Drake and Methuen Thanksgiving Day is 70. Scored in 2008. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the middies after the timeout. Ball's on the 45. Baldwin's pass is complete downfield to number 3, Sean McGuire.
Sean McGuire on the reception
Runs it inside the 20.
brings it down to the 10-yard line.
And the result of the play is a midi. He's first down.
Boy, Dracut has never given up in this game. And they're knocking on the door now. It's 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Plenty of time.
Baldwin keeps it. Short gain on the play. It'll be second and goal. Baldwin's pass is complete to number 10, Mitchell Cripps, but he's hit immediately. Short gain on the play. It'll be third down.
So third and goal from the 9.
From the 9-yard line.
Nice play by number 4 coming up for Methuen to make that play. He was open.
Baldwin's pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 3, Sean McGuire.
They get him away from him. His own teammate came in and got him away from the quarterback. So it's 4th and goal for Dracut on the 10-yard line. Let's see what they got up their sleeve on this play. And Dracut calls timeout.
And we have a timeout taken by the offense.
I like it for the same play. That was open. Got him in a slant. We'll see what Dracut comes up with here, but that play that was just incomplete was open on the quick slant. This is as windy as day as we've had here, as the wind is howling in from the north. So here we go. 4th and 10. Could be the most important play of the game right here for Dracut. As you don't know if they're going to have this opportunity down at this end of the field. And it is looks like a touchdown. Touchdown, Dracut.
Pass is complete in the end zone for the touchdown.
What a great throw on a scramble.
Mitchell Cripps with a 10-yard touchdown reception.
And now Dracut goes for 2. The game tightens up. The score now 42, Methuen 42 and Dracut 34. Again, as they previously announced, this has become the highest scoring combined score game in the history of this rivalry. Here comes the formation. They scored on this twice, this formation, but they got called for lineman downfield twice. And the try is incomplete. But Drake remains.
Conversion attempt is no good.
But Drake remains within a touchdown and an extra point.
After the 10-yard touchdown, your score here with 5:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. Methuen 42, your Drake at Middies 34.
This has become a quarterback duel. Both young men have played great today. The Drake quarterback, Lucas Ibargin, has played wonderful. Has kept his gate team in all day. And the Methuen quarterback Bryant has been utterly. He's been the whole thing. He's probably carried the ball over 30 times today. I'm saying for 180 yards. And it's a loose. Oh! Drake went on the onside kick, and they didn't get it. Methuen has the ball at the 42.
Kick is recovered by the Rangers, and they'll start first and 10.
39 for what?
Ball's on the 42-yard line.
Bryant has carried the ball 39 times for 192 yards in his last game for the Methuen High Rangers. That young man has gone out and has left it all on the field for Methuen in his final game as a Ranger. So here we go. Methuen has the ball on their own 42. Hand off to Bergeron going right, and he turns the corner and gets a first down. I don't see Methuen putting the ball up at all. I see Bergeron running on a few,
but not before a Ranger first down.
and I think Bryant runs most of these times down the field.
Ball's on the 43.
Hand the ball off to Bergeron again around the left. He turns it up the field, and he's down the sidelines, and he will score a touchdown. Two carries,
Run by number 9, Zach Bergeron,
64 yards on that series for Bergeron.
It'll take it all the way for a Methuen touchdown.
For him. So Bryant has 11 carries for 100.
This is the running back.
Right. No, Bryant's 35 carries for 192.
This is Bergeron.
This is Bergeron has run for 11 carries for 110, 148 yards. And Methuen gets the try.
Brian keeps the 2-point conversion.
And that's Bryant for the two-point conversion.
For 2.
So Methuen's put up a 50 burger today.
4:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Methuen 50. Your Drake at Middies 34.
But you know, folks, it's only a 16-point game, which means it's two touchdowns and 2 extra points. I mean, this is not impossible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's not impossible. I don't think Methuen was trying for an onside kick. I think they just, I don't think they hit the ball very well, but advantage Draken on this. Draken gets great field position. Then they can run any part of their offense here. They don't, if they were back, there's certain plays they might not want to run because they take time to develop, but they can run anything they want from here. On this blustery, cold day here in Drake, it has been a very entertaining football game. The seniors of both teams should be proud of themselves. Interception by Methuen should just about do it.
Pass downfield is intercepted. And the Rangers will take over. Handoff goes to Bergeron.
Bergeron for carry for 2 yards.
And we have a timeout taken.
Timeout by Drake. I think that they have one more timeout left in the half. They changed the rules in Massachusetts football, right? 3 times. So that's Drake's second timeout of the half, so they have one more. They're stopping to stop the clock. We're down to 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the game. Oh, that. Bryant runs it right, goes down the sideline, and gets down on the ground. First down, Methuen. The clock will stop until the ball is placed.
Run by Bryant on the right side. Result of the play is a Rangers first down.
Run by Bergeron to the right, stays in bounds. And we're down to 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game with the clock running. Drake can only stop the clock one more time.
Short gain, it'll be third down, second down.
Run the whole thing down. Now call for it.
Bergeron is taken down in the backfield by guess who? Number 24,
Run by Bergeron in the backfield by Lucas Ibargwin.
Ibagwin. So he gets on the defensive stat sheet today too. We're down to 2 minutes left, and Methuen's milking the clock, which they should be doing. Like I said, Drake can stop the clock one more time. Bergeron again for gain of 3, so it'll be fourth down with a minute 28 left in the game.
Picks up 4, but it'll be fourth down and 10.
They're doing their best to run it out here.
Was it timeout Drake it? Apparently timeout Drake it. No, no, clock is running.
Methuen going to let it go down at 1 second on the play clock. That's it.
Still going to do a back judge has his arm up, so they're going to take the penalty. No, they call timeout.
And a timeout's taken by the offense.
Well, we have 40 seconds left in the game. Drake it down by 16. A great effort by the seniors today. They never gave up. They fought and they fought and they fought. They stayed in the game when it could have got out of hand on this cold day, and they just, you know, the Drake and High seniors did a great job. Methuen was very good today. Their quarterback Bryant was just outstanding with 35, probably close to 40 carries now, and probably 200 yards in rushing. Bryant before the last few losses was 11 carries for 148 yards. I mean, there's not a lot to say about that. It's just great execution. And now they're in the give is to Bergeron, and he stopped short. Draker will take over on downs with 36.1 seconds left.
Run picks up a couple yards, not enough for a first down. Draker will take over on downs, and they'll start first and 10. Bargwin's pass downfield. It's complete to number 3, Sean McGuire.
McGuire with the
And result of the
reception.
play is a middies first down.
Drake it first down. As the clock gets started up again. Now we're down to 25 seconds. Another completion down to the 35-yard line of Methuen.
Complete to the right side.
I think we're at the point of throwing the ball into the end zone. So it's
first down.
It's 1st and 10. 12 seconds left in the game. I think the Methuen defensive lineman are sick and tired of chasing that kid around the field. And there goes the ball in the end zone, and it is incomplete with 3.3 seconds left for one more play.
Ball's incomplete.
Here it is, last play snap. A free runner at the quarterback. He throws the ball in the end zone. Touchdown, Drake it. As time runs out, touchdown, Drake it.
And complete in the end zone for a touchdown. Caught by number 1, Pat O'Toole.
So there's no time left on the clock. Drake it still has an opportunity to do his 2-point conversion. And that's the game. The Methuen Rangers 50. The Drake at Middies 40.
And that'll end
Great
the game
comeback.
here at Beaudry
Great
Field.
job by the Drake at Middies and the
Your
Methuen
final
Rangers.
Score, Methuen Rangers 50. Your Drake at Middies 40. On behalf of Drake High School, I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and drive home safely.